Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime, and today I'm reviewing the 2022 Detroit Vineyards Viognier. It's from Lake Michigan Shore, it's 100% Viognier, and Detroit Vineyards is going to be one of our guests for this week's Pink Society chat this Thursday at 8 p.m. Central. Detroit Vineyards was kind enough to send me a bottle because it's really hard to find this producer, actually pretty much anything from Detroit, using the Texas distributors. So I'm very thankful that they sent it over, and you know what? Let's take a look at this Viognier. I'm going to give you a pale lemon, no artifacts, no cloudiness. On the nose, there's a peach, there's a bit of a white blossom, a little bit of honeydew melon, apricot, and there's something, I'm going to say it's white peach because it doesn't smell like, well, down here we have like peaches from Fredericksburg, Texas, and those are like peachy, like southern peaches. This smells like a little bit more tame. And there's also a little bit of an orange zest that I'm detecting on this wine. Anyway, how does it taste? So based upon what you're getting on the palate and the body structure, there's no doubt this is Viognier. It's a medium-bodied wine. The acid's medium. However, it has like almost a pronounced intensity on the palate with all those flavors. Those flavors really hit hard. And the only downside of that is they hit hard and they go away a little bit quicker than I would hope. So it's like you kind of have a pronounced intensity, but with a medium finish, which is a little bit sad. But it compensates because there's this really nice creaminess. Was it on the lees? 9 months on the lees. Okay, yeah. So I mean that would explain why it tastes creamy. Yeah, anyway, so it has that creaminess to it, which adds to that body, makes it a little bit heavier on the body side, but it also makes it a little bit more well-rounded. The alcohol tastes medium. The thing I find interesting is when I first put it in my mouth, I don't taste the alcohol at all. It's once it gets into the finish, after some of that intensity comes out, and it's almost like it has bonded with that orange zest note in a way, because it's like almost like a flavored alcohol note instead of being able to just detect the alcohol as an element or just totally integrated with the wine. It's almost like stuck to one of those flavors. I just thought that was interesting. It's been a long time since I've had a wine like that. Anyway, so how does it rate? Let's get to the blick and find out. So from a balance standpoint, I'm going to give you a full point. Now, I would say if the body was much heavier, I would want more acid to help just kind of balance out that overall heft of the body versus the ability to provide that acidic zing to lift the fruit elements. But with where it's currently at, it's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a full point. Length, medium finish, half a point. Intensity, oh man, this is, so on the nose, you're like medium intensity on the nose. On the palate, you're pronounced. I'm going to meet halfway in between that and give you 0.75. In terms of complexity, I am getting stone fruit and getting a little bit of citrus. I'm getting some melon. I'm getting a little bit of a like a florality, like a white blossom type thing. The thing that I'm missing on this are like secondary characteristics. And I mean, I don't know the quality of the grapes whenever they were picked or what the characteristics were, so they might not have held well up to oak. But I'm not detecting really an oak presence on here in terms of that secondary manipulation. So so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and give you half a point for complexity. So in the end, you're a solidly good wine. I do recommend, if you get a chance and you want to try a Viognier from Detroit, definitely. This is not a bad one to try. You're not going to be disappointed by it. And you get kind of that added benefit of the lees, which is going to add a little bit more of that mouthfeel and more of a creaminess to it. So it's not going to be like a kind of a tropical, like there's a good number of Viognier here in Texas. And it kind of lends to be a little bit more zingy and tropical just because of the temperatures. It's not going to be like a traditional French one where there's a lot of oak presence. But there's also maybe some lees effect. It's gonna be like a little bit of a blend. There's gonna be a few of those warmer elements, but it's not also gonna have a lot of that heavy oak. So it's kind of like a good midpoint of both of those representations. That was a really long way to say, just go grab a bottle and try it for yourself. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you like today's review, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the Detroit Vineyards Viognier? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see y'all again soon with another review from Wine on the Dime. Also, don't forget, 8 p.m. Central, hashtag Pink Society on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Come by and learn about urban wineries, and maybe I'll see you there. Cheers.